Hey everybody, Ice Cold Vengeance here with this week's edition of Knockout Clockout. Christian Leroy Duncan is going to finish Jared Cannonier at UFC Fight Night Duplessis versus Usman. Cannonier is definitely dangerous. He has power that is almost immeasurable. The man used to fight at heavyweight, came down to middleweight, and that power seemed to carry with him. He's got 11 wins by knockout and TKO, and he did manage to stop Gregory Robocop Rodrigues, which is pretty impressive. His power and toughness have not disappeared. The age gap is where I think there is a big problem. Jared Cannonier is 42 years old, Christian Leroy Duncan, 30, and when there's an 11-year age gap between fighters, the younger fighter tends to win almost 70% of the time. Now, that is not to say that Jared Cannonier doesn't have a chance. He's always got that puncher's chance. But in Duncan's current form, he's 7-2 in the UFC. He's riding a four-fight win streak. And to his credit, he's got 10 knockouts of his own or TKOs professionally. So he is a definitely very dangerous fighter. He's also taller and longer. I think Duncan controls the range early. I think there's going to be a lot of leg kicks, body kicks that'll force Cannonier to work to find angles to enter. The damage is going to accumulate, and Cannonier's entries will become slower as the fight progresses, which is going to make countering easier for Duncan. This is where I think the finish opens up. I'm going to call it a second or third round TKO. I don't think Duncan's going to get the walk-off knockout, but I think as the fight progresses, Jared Cannonier is going to become slower and more vulnerable, and the ref is going to have to step in. Now, there is an honorable mention for this week, which is Levi Rodrigues versus Felipe Franco. Levi Rodrigues is 5-0. All five of those victories have come by knockout. Franco is extremely aggressive, and that should create a volatile fight. I really do expect fireworks here. But Rodrigues isn't experienced, and Franco has never been knocked out. It is a strong candidate for knockout clockout, but it's not one that I'm as confident in. Cannonier is a wily veteran with enough power in his hands to make me look foolish for this prediction. At 42 years old, against a much younger fighter, Christian Leroy Duncan is absolutely the pick. What other fights do you see ending early? Drop them in the comments.